but making each other feel special or talking to each other and still doing all the lovey-dovey, just extra effort stuff. And like I said, really buying tickets and flying out to go see each other, it's gonna fail. It's gonna
Yeah.
fail.
That's got to be
It's
a part
gonna
of your
fail.
budget. That's got to be a part of your budget. Like, listen,
It has to be.
I got
It has
this.
to
I
be.
got this. I'm making this amount of money. I got to make sure I set this money aside for to see my partner. Like, it has to be something that you incorporate. And the deeper you get into the game, you can start working out with your teams. Like, hey, I need a flight. I need a flight this time. I need a flight this time. If you even make it to that type of level to start asking for those things, because a lot of the times that's coming out your own pocket. You feel me?
Right.
I had my ex, like the one who was from Australia. She paid. I was trying to give her bread. We was trying to do it. She paid like 1,500 for a ticket just to come kick it for like 8 days.
And not only that, bro, it helps it strengthens the relationship because from on your end, it made you feel good that she did that effort to come see you.
Yeah,
And one thing about it, bro, relationships is about making your partner feel special no matter how long y'all been together. You
right,
know what I mean? And the little things when you've been playing basketball overseas for so long, the little things add up,
right.
especially in a relationship. Y'all trying to make it work, and like to be honest, it's easy to see if your partner not trying to make it work or not. You know what I mean? You could, and sometimes it's hurtful and all that stuff, but you can see the signs clear as day. You know what I
Man,
mean?
you can
So
always see
like
it. You can always see it. Just like
you can
it's
always
you see it when it's because I feel like when you've been in it so long, like you said, you've been in it so long, you already see the signs coming up a mile ahead. You're like, man, I already know where this is headed.
yeah. Most people be in denial about it, but you can see it a mile away, bro.
Yep. Just like when
That
you're about to
that
get cut,
feeling,
you can see it a mile away. You get that. You just get that feeling right here in your gut. I want to know every hooper that listening to me. Tell me about that gut feeling you get when you know you about to get cut. It's like,
bro.
oh, you
Bro,
feel it
most times,
right
like they
here.
always say, like I've been told when you're doing a test and you don't know the answer, go with your gut feeling because most times it's always right. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
but with that being said, though, I don't want to make people get twisted. It can work. It can be vice versa. You know what I mean? Relationships can definitely work. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah, they
mean? Like,
can. They can. I'm not
uh,
done searching. Like, I'm not done. I haven't given that up. Like like I am. I want a relationship. I want to learn. Like, settle down, a wife, kids. Someone to have your back because that's what such a big thing for us in this league. I mean, in this career, is to have a support system. You need that. And out here chasing all these girls and chasing all that. After a while, like that gets tiring. That ain't fulfilling. You
yeah.
want that family support because they support you more. Like somebody you can come and be like, man, the coach this and these trash teammates and they getting on my nerves. And somebody who just understand where you coming from and hear
Mhm.
you out and give you support through it. Like, yeah, and just go through that because that's a lot more for our mental mind.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah.
I hear so many guys, man, like who been in the game. My homeboys is like, man, I'm just looking for love out here, bro. I'm like, I already know. Aren't we
Mhm.
all?
Yeah.
I think somebody's
Nah.
checking in. Somebody said something about us being
I was
16.
about to say, shout out to my boy, Boo Man, my teammate, Boo Man, best point guard in the BBL. Shout out my boy LVC, he the best point guard in the BBL too. Shout out my boy Hamish, and yeah, and Boo Man, he said, "Shit, your girl gonna get on your nerves too." We all get on each other's nerves though,
Right.
man. But it's
That's
all
what
about
that's
that
all it's
love.
about. Who can you stay with long enough that gets on your nerves? Who can you
Exactly,
stand
bro.
that can get on your nerves and still deal with them? Because everybody you going into gonna get on your nerves, big
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But
No, the most loving people. Shit, Arnold, your ass get on my
you get
nerves,
on
bro.
my nerves, boy. Get on my nerves. I'm like,
Boo man, you
I
get on my nerves too. LVC, you get on my nerves too, bro. Oh y'all, but I love y'all though. I love
yeah.
y'all.
I was like, Rashad, man. I was talking to my homeboy. I was like, oh, man, this is the third time, Rashad. This is the third time, Rashad. He was like, nah, bro. You got to cut him off. You can't let him do that. You can't let him do that. I said, you right. I ain't messing with him no more. Yet I'm sitting right here just waiting, steaming, just hot. Like, freaking Rashad, you better call me. Look, he late again. I'm gonna wait on him though. That's my boy. I'm gonna wait on him. That's my boy. I got
Yeah,
to. I
boy.
got to. I want to answer this question though. Do say any tip for a 16-year-old
Yeah,
hooper?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got plenty of tips. First of all, I'm gonna tell you go cop my book. My book coming out at the end of the month. 6 must-have traits to become an overseas basketball player. It's catered from kids in high school all the way to leaving college, about to start your pro career. And you gotta have. We talked about a lot of stuff in this live about stuff that you need to do. But the first thing you got to do is you got to start believing in yourself that you can be a player, an overseas player.
Big fact.
We're talking
Big
a lot
fact.
of stuff that we go through and stuff like that, but you still got to believe you can do it. Like you have to
Facts.
believe it first. You don't be like, I don't know. Get that out your mind. Those are discerning beliefs that's only going to hinder you and stop you from getting to where you want. This overseas life is love too now. Don't get it
It is
twisted.
love.
It
It
is
is
love.
love.
It's a reason we stick and cling to it and fight for it and go through it because
Yeah,
it is love. There's nothing like getting experience a different culture. It's nothing like hearing your name being called out. It's nothing like breaking records and
real
achieving
talk.
something at the pro level
Real
because
talk.
it's so much cool. Now, I feel like now in this generation, it's so much cooler now to be an overseas pro. Like people don't even talk about like the NBA and stuff. They want to be overseas pro.
Real talk. Real talk.
Like
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
definitely being more talked about being an overseas pro, and it's for a reason. Like the life is love. Like being a part
Yeah.
of history and hearing you don't even know what they saying, but you know they cheering for you.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun, but you got to believe it first. That's the first thing I would tell any player, anybody that wants to play this game. You got to believe it first. Gotta
Yeah.
believe, bro. That's the first one. I'm gonna just give y'all that. Y'all gotta get the book to get the rest of it.
For me, you definitely gotta have the the mental side of it, but you gotta learn how to really just outwork people.
mm.
Cause everybody want to be LeBron James. Everybody want to be Kobe Bryant, Michael
Steph
Jordan. But
Curry.
like I said earlier, everybody's in love with that dream and that fun destination, but nobody's in love with the results or how to get there. So you got, if you really want to be, it don't even matter if you want to be a professional basketball player. If you want to go Division 1 in the states,
Yep.
Division 2, Division 3, you gotta understand, bro. It's a lot of people in this world playing basketball,
And basketball is
and
hot right now. It's like hot, hot.
exactly, because thanks to social media and just how good the game has been, it's damn near the most popular sport in the
Yep.
world. And you gotta understand with that, it is more people going to start playing, and it's players
More
like Tim
competition.
Duncan. It's players like Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon, a lot of other players who picked up the game at like 16, 17, and are nice with it.
hmm
Amazing. Hall of Famers. So I've been playing since I was 8, and I still didn't make it to the NBA.
Right.
So if
I've been
you
playing
gotta
since I was
understand,
5.
yeah, like you said, you gotta believe. You gotta. That's number one in anything, not just basketball. You gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, it's really cliche. Then who will? But I'm sorry, that just
It's
stands.
true. It is cliche-ish, and it is like, oh, you gotta believe. What's the real? Nah, bro. You gotta
But
understand that you gotta really believe that, John, or it's
like we said, we became friends because of that work ethic we had.
yep.
We seen how much we wanted to get there. We seen how much we wanted to achieve our dreams. And so you can believe in yourself all you want, but if you don't put no time and effort behind it, if you ain't working on your crossover, your between the legs, behind the back, every single day, I ain't even just talking about for like 5 minutes. That's defending. If you want to go to a high level though,
Right.
you're gonna have to be insane. You gotta have people like, bro, you putting too much time into this, bro. You kind of you making me feel uncomfortable how hard you going.
Mm.
Like that's the type of work ethic you gotta
Let,
have, bro. Because everybody doing it.
let
Everybody
me
got the
tap in
same.
on that. Let me tap in on that. This is
Go ahead.
exactly what he talking about because that's exactly what it was. It go this book finna be amazing. I'm sorry because it goes from belief to work ethic. Exactly is the second thing you must have because you could believe after you believe, but if you don't put that work ethic in behind it, it ain't gonna happen. So you want
It
to
ain't
be
gonna
okay?
happen, bro.
You're 16-year-old and you're thinking about being a pro one day, right? I'm gonna just give you a little tip. right? I'm 9 years in the game. This is my ninth season. I've won 7 championships. I'm 7-0, right?
Mhm.
And guess what I do till this day? I get up and go run 3 miles in the morning. Then I hit the gym for an hour of weights. Then I hit an hour of in the workouts, getting up shots and working on my craft. Come home, work on my studies and my business. Then go back to the gym and work out again. That's just an average day for me. Is you outworking me and doing that? And I'm 9 years in the game. And you trying to get to your first year. You ain't even got to college yet.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's the work ethic I
Facts.
put in nine. I put in now after 9 years, and that's the type of work
Mhm.
ethic I'm doing now. So when you see
Yeah.
talking about you got to be uncomfortable, when people got to look at you like, "What you did? What?"
Mhm.
Yesterday I got up and ran 3 miles. Then I went to the gym. Then I went to the gym again. Then I went and hooped after the gym.
Bro,
That's
you have to
normal.
be in, you have to be in the same type of like belief system to make it. Because if you don't, you're not gonna make
You're
it.
not gonna make it.
Because I'll tell you a story, bro. I was in high school. It's my freshman year. I'm thinking I'm finna go do what LeBron just did.
I
Go
remember.
be a high school phenom. I'm finna go from start as a freshman, be on ESPN, be talked
You
about,
talked
be
a
the
lot of
next
that game as
LeBron,
a
bro.
freshman for real. You had me believing
Yeah, and
it.
the bad thing about it coming into high school, I wasn't on nobody's radar. I wasn't even dunking. I couldn't shoot threes. I don't know why, but like you said, rule number one: you believe in yourself. So I
Right.
believed in myself, right?
Yep.
But coming in, I was tall. Now that I look back on it, but I was like 5'10", and I was a little chunky. You know what I mean? I was slow. I didn't have no lateral speed. I definitely couldn't jump, bro. I couldn't jump off the ground to save my life. All I had was a nice little mid-range jump shot. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I was pretty
And a hook
consistent with the
shot.
mid-range. And I didn't even have a look shot at that time. I was like 13, 14 at the time. This freshman
Okay.
year. I ain't had all I had was a nice little mid-range. So long story short, bro, I got cut from the freshman team. Devastating. You know what I mean? But without pain, you can't get to the joy.
Man.
So what I said, I was chubby. I couldn't jump. I had a dog. You know what I did, bro? Ain't nobody tell me to do this. You can ask anybody that know me. Ain't nobody tell me to do this. When I got cut, I cried my ass off. I cried my
Mm-hmm.
eyes off. I said, man, it's the worst pain I ever experienced in 14
Mm-hmm.
years of life. But the next day, I got up at 5 a.m. I ran a mile. The next day, I got up 5 a.m. before school. This ain't on the weekend. I got up 5 a.m. And like I said, bro, I ain't grew up with no father in the household. I ain't have no, basketball trainer. I didn't have nobody pushing me. It's all self-drive. I'm
Yep.
out running with my dog. And then now we having options at school now. They trying to make it healthier at school. Instead of getting a burger and fries, I'm getting salads. I'm putting myself on a diet at 14, trying to make it to the NBA. And you know what I did? The next season, next year, my sophomore year, I got cut again.
Mm.
But
Mm.
luckily for my mom, she took me to that practice, and the coach said, "This man is crazy. That man got cut and still had the audacity to show up to my practice. You know what? I'm gonna let him slide. I'm gonna let him be on the team this year because he
Man.
really loved the game." But within that year, I got in shape. I became a better basketball player. I slimmed down all that weight,
Mm-hmm.
and I achieved my goal because adversity hit. I didn't give up, and I put in that work. And that work ethic is everything, bro. It's take you where you want to go. You
Man.
can't be lazy, bro.
You can't, bro. That's it. And that's powerful. I ain't even know about that. After all these years, I never even heard that story before. But it just shows you, bro,
Bro,
you gotta go through that adversity. Like be ready to get your be ready to get your heart stomped on, hurt.
bro.
Because literally, honestly, I'm just be 100. That's exactly what's going to either make you or break you. You got to
Yeah,
be hurt so bad and crushed and say, you know what? That's exactly what's going to lift you to take you to the next level, to get you to where
yeah.
you want to be. You either going to let
It's
it,
the pain.
yeah,
It's the
bro.
pain.
It's going to
It's
break you
the pain
down.
that's going. Yeah. It's never the smooth seas that make a strong sailor, bro. It's the wave.
Mm. I
It's
need to
always
write
the,
that
the
down.
big
Put that in a book.
exactly. It's always the big waves, the thunderstorms,
Oh,
the
we finna get
lightning.
cut off, Rashad. They said we got 24 seconds left on his live. Instagram
All right,
hating.
man. That's cool anyway. My phone on 10%. We gonna But my biggest thing is work your butt off until you get to your destination. And even when you get to your destination, like you said, you still going up 3 miles in the morning, getting shots of lifting weights. Keep going no matter what, bro. That's all I got to say.
All right, man. We out.